Welcome to Osmex Mining Group. Who are we? What do we offer? We offer exposure to two large projects in two Australian provinces for gold, copper and cobalt. I'll just quickly meet the team. Who are we and what we've done? We're a group of seasoned mining explorers. We have a history of discovery, a history of production, a history of success and a history of value creation in listed companies. What do we offer? So we offer world-class exposure. We've got two big projects in two good provinces. So if you're looking for big projects, you've got to be looking in the right geology in the right province. We offer exposure to Mount Isa Inlier up in Queensland. It's home to multiple large projects, big IOCG targets. We offer exposure as well too down in the G2 structural corridor. It's an area down in South Australia that's host to Prominent Hill, Olympic Dam, big projects, big prospects, big prospectivity. I'll quickly run through what we've got down in South Australia. I'm going to finish up on our lead project in Queensland. Down in South Australia, we have a strategic holding. We have 7,000 square kilometres, an area called Burra. And once we pegged that ground 3 years ago, we were approached by Geoscience Australia. It's an Australian government department. They told us they've identified a large conductive structure beneath our tenements. And that conductive structure has a similar magnitude and scale and size to Olympic Dam and Prominent Hill. They approached us and said, we'd like to do some more work. And we said, well, we'd like you to as well too. So they partnered with the University of Adelaide and they conducted an MT survey, magnetotelluric survey, and they've identified 7 big conductive structures underneath our project area. So that's 7. So that's 7 potential Prominent Hills, Carrapateena, Olympic Dam. They've looked at them and they've told us they've got the similar hydrothermal fluid system in the similar age, the similar conductivity and the similar size. So the university's requested they've done another audio-magnetic telluride survey over these targets. We've identified 3. They're conducting now at the moment and they're confident they'll be able to define for us drill-ready targets within about 8 weeks' time. So in South Australia, we believe we may have large, these projects of scale. This is up to 16 kilometres wide. Drill-ready targets and anomalies that are similar to Prominent Hill, Carrapateena. So this is an exciting project. But it gets better. We've got some ground up in Cloncurry, Queensland. It's in the Mount Isa Inlier. This is our lead project. We call it the Mount Freda Complex. It's in good country. It's surrounded by big projects. We're surrounded by world-class deposits. We've done some extensive drilling there. We've got a lot of high-grade, shallow gold on the surface. We've got gold that we can get into production by the end of this year. There's plenty of infrastructure in the area. We won't be building a plant. And the most exciting part is, within our Mount Freda complex, we share a project with Newcrest Mining. Newcrest Mining have defined a Tier 1 IOCG. They call it the Canteen. It's their lead project in Queensland, and Osmex shares a third of it. Newcrest have drilled it. We're about to drill it. This just touches base on the opportunity we've got up in Queensland. We're looking for short-term cash flow. We've got current JORC resources on granted mining leases that we're drilling and upgrading. We've got multiple high-grade working areas and we've had multiple high-grade intersections. We won't be building a plant here. We don't need expensive infrastructure. We don't need large capital raises. There's plenty of spare processing capacity in town, so it's quite a unique opportunity. We're drilling our high-grade shallow gold projects and we're targeting November, December 2019 toll treatment to generate additional cash flow. That cash flow is what we want to use to be drilling this thing. This is the money shot for Osmex. This is the big one. This is the Tier 1 IOCG that we share with Newcrest Mining. So we have some ground. We call it the Mount Freda complex. And we're fortunate enough to acquire this ground. It's got multiple high-grade workings. We've got a mining lease. We've got an open cut that's been mined before. And we have underneath us it's a massive, it's 3Ks by 5Ks, geophysical and geochemical target that a group called Exco Resources identified in 2012. Exco Resources is owned by ASX-listed Soul Patterson's. Newcrest Mining last year approached Soul Patterson's. They've joint ventured into this target. They've identified it as their lead project in Cloncurry, Queensland. They've been drilling immediately to the south of us. They drilled from April to August last year. They did 850 fully cored diamond holes. I saw every hole because I had to drive through my mining license to get to the area. They haven't released the results yet, but that's okay because we're going to drill the other half of it. So since identifying that, Osmex has done some geophysical modelling, and we've identified the structure that Newcrest are drilling down here continue through our mining leases right up into our Golden Mile. We've only just released these results last week. It's a big target, it's huge. So far it's about 3 kilometres long, 400 metres wide. Starts from a 200 metre depth down to 500 metres, and there's mineralisation all over the top of it. It's a great project. This is an example of the shallow gold we get on the surface of this area, and it's a classic epithermal mineralisation you get radiating out of an IOCG target at depth. We've got multiple historic workings that no one ever looked at. The mining stopped before the Second World War in 1939. We've come along, we're drilling underneath all these intersections, we're getting high-grade gold, high-grade gold, high-grade gold. Great drilling intersections. Now we're getting at 20, 28, up to 30 metres at 4.5 grams from the surface. So we'll keep drilling these projects on the surface, we'll get these into production, we'll toll treat, we'll have cash flow, but it's all about our big tier 1 IOCG target that we share with Newcrest. Newcrest are drilling the other half of us. This is a report that we released only last week. This got us excited, this got the geophysicists excited, and this got Newcrest excited too. So this is the potential structure. It's a 3D image of what's happening underneath our mining licenses heading down to where Newcrest are. It's large, it's big, and it's shallow on our end. It's got the classic geomorphology of a IOCG within the Cloncurry area. It's very similar to Ernest Henry. It's ribbon-like, it's within a shear zone, it's south plunging. All the major mineral bodies in Cloncurry are south plunging. This is drill ready. We envisage drilling this within 2 or 3 weeks. This is the game changer for Osmex. This is the money maker. This is a classic example of what we're getting on the surface down there. It's a unique project. We've got the large IOCG underneath the target. That's the big heat source, the fluid source. We're getting all this shallow high-grade gold on the surface. This is what we're currently drilling. This is what the cash flow we're getting into production via toll treating through other projects. We don't have to build a plant. We've got multiple projects we can feed through. But this is what we're going to start drilling now. This has got the potential to create a very, very strong uplift in the share price. And we have Newcrest Mining, billion-dollar company, drilling the other half of it. We're excited about this. The market understands us. And as we've released these results, the market's got it. We've got strong interest. We've got good volume. We've had some significant investment highlights, and we're tightly held. We're a tightly held share. The top 30 own 75%. The top 20 own 70%. The top 5 own 60%. Good market cap, about a 60 million market cap, sitting about 15 cents and good volume. Please come and see us. Please come and follow us. It's an exciting story. We're about to take off. We're about to drill. It's good news. Thanks, guys. A bit early.